Hey ho, my name is Joe. I hope my lighting is not too awful in this, but I've kind of run out a little bit of daylight to do this video, so here we are. So, hey ho, my name is Joe. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're actually going to be picking a TBR for Edward. Edward doesn't do much reading as I do, but it's definitely one of those where these are some of the books I would love for him to read so I can actually talk about them with him. He probably will honestly never read these books, but these are some of my actual favorite books that I want him to read. But definitely he probably won't because he's just not much of a reader like I am. So let's jump in. Alright, so the first one on this list, Haunted Sister by Lauel. Post a picture right here because I don't have the dust jacket for it. But I have talked about this a couple of times on my channel, and it is about a girl who gets into a car accident. She ends up dying, and her twin sister, who died when she was about 3 or 4 years old, ends up taking over her body and trying to take over her life. That's basically it in a nutshell. I don't want to give any more details away just to give it away. I'll give the story away. But it's kind of like definitely a young adult mystery thriller type of deal. And it is one of my all-time favorite books. I absolutely love this book with all my heart. And I would highly recommend it to anybody who kind of loves like a mystery thriller type of deal. But again, one of my all-time favorites. And it's not very long. I feel like he could probably get this done in a couple of days. So maybe even this, like, we can let him get on the bandwagon with this one. I don't know. You decide. Alright, the next one I know he definitely won't read just because of the way his culture, I guess, is portrayed in it. And that is Walk 2 Moons by Sharon Creech. Now, I've talked about this a couple of times, I believe. I don't know if I actually posted that video or not. But you follow a girl who is traveling across the country with her grandparents, and she is telling the story of a Native American girl. Now, this was the first exposure that I ever had to Native Americans, and it talks about Native American being primitive and stiff, and that's definitely not the right term for it is Native American, but they talk about the Indian. Now, this is also the first exposure I have to it, but I feel like Edward should definitely read this one, just because I think he would love the overall story if he could ever get past the fact that they were called primitive and stiff for being called Native American. But that's also one of those things I don't think he'd ever get past, so that's why he probably never picked this one up, but I think he really should. Alright, and the next book that is on this list is one of my favorite books of all time. It became one of my favorite books of all time last year, and that is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. One of my all-time favorite books, just the mastermind behind Amy and just the cluelessness from Nick, and a couple of things that Nick did I didn't agree with, but I absolutely overall really loved this. I did not see the ending coming on this, and it was just mind-blowing, and I think he would really enjoy it because he loves mystery thriller type books. The next book on this list is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Edward has never actually read the series. He's seen the movies, but he's never actually read the Hunger Games series, and I really think he would enjoy it. I'm not going to go into detail because we already know what the Hunger Games is about. I feel like everybody under the sun talks about the Hunger Games at least once on their channel. So, here it is. Everybody should read the Hunger Games. And the last book on this list that I think Edward should sink his teeth into is the Seven Realms series, The Demon King by Cinda Williams Chima. If you are not familiar with this, you follow Han and Raja, and their worlds collide when they go to a boarding school, I think it was, if I remember correctly. Maybe? Yeah, they go to a boarding school, I think it was. But either way, Han gets himself an amulet he takes an amulet from Micah Bayer, who is the son of a high wizard. The amulet once belonged to the Demon King. And you have Raja, who is basically fighting her own battles, and she just got her 16th birthday, which is also known as their name day, and it's been a while since I've read this, please forgive me. But they basically, their worlds collide when they go to this boarding school, or it was something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but oh my gosh, I cannot believe this book. I cannot wait to reread this. I just need to sink my teeth back into it because it's on my list to be read again. but I want to try to get through all the books that I have. I really think Edward would enjoy this series. So this was a short video, but those are the books that I would like to have Edward try to get to and read, maybe at some point. Who knows if he'll ever actually read them. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out all my links down below, because if I'm not recording a video, not reading, not editing, or not at work, I'm probably on social media, because that's where you'll find me. I also have a link down below to a way you can support my channel. I have that listed down below, so I would like you guys to encourage you to check that out and support this channel that way. So that money that I raise for you guys supporting this channel will go to a better camera. So that's a work in progress. So again, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more random content by me, because I'm weird, quirky, and random, and try to post it random, but I'm getting better at it by posting 2 days a week. So I will see you guys next time.